this idea of modernity, right? The modern world, right, versus the traditional world, right? So, um, he's not is not a conservative in the sense of, oh, the modern world is bad and we need to get back to the traditional world. He has aspects of that. He does have anarchistic and libertarian sort of aspects, right? But he's not nostalgic for the traditional world the way most conservative writers are. The idea that if we just went back to the traditional world, everything would be great. Nietzsche's, doesn't think that. At the same time, he doesn't embrace modernity. He's not, uh, a democratic socialist or anyone who's sort of saying, hey, the modern world and all its democracies, histories, and sciences and technologies is the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, he's a critic of it, um, and trying to sort of show what the issues are with it. And that's what makes him very useful. He's also been used. He's very what we call postmodernity. Postmodernity is when we all know the problems of modernity and we're sort of ironic about it. And so a lot of people would claim that Nietzsche is very good for the postmodern condition as well. Nietzsche as anarchist, nihilist, disruptor of the Western tradition, hey, that's what he's known for, right? So if you have a problem with the Western tradition, if you have a problem with democracy, if you're an angry young person and you're not sure why, you have a problem with science, philosophy, history, religion, monotheism, democracy, ethics, morality, right? Nietzsche is the philosopher for you, right? And that's what has always made him very popular uh, for with young people, and also with writers and artists and sort of people that are on the edge, right, on the sort of borders of society. Genealogies of philosophy, Nietzschean genealogy. So he's the one who's famous for doing a genealogical examination of things, where he looks at the history of philosophy, religion, history, science, education, democracy, and gives an alternative history of it. So most of those concepts are giving heroic histories of themselves, and Nietzsche will look and say, well, everything that you thought you knew, I'm going to look at it in a different way, and I'm going to turn things upside down. And this is what Nietzsche calls philosophizing with a hammer, right? Uh, in order to philosophize, you should be breaking things, and that's what hammers are good for. And he's breaking things, or he's breaking philosophy in this text by using literature, among other things.